all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
Beyond. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 105 of Podcast Beyond.
105 Fizzy.
Wow.
We are...
We're old.
It's 105, yeah.
Been doing it for a while.
105.
Yeah, once you cross that triple-digit threshold, it's not really...
Yeah.
We have to start over because now we have to go all the way back to... I don't really sound very... There I am.
There you go.
I can hear myself now. Because now we have to go all the way back up to 100 again in the form of 200.
No, man. Now you got to add another digit. It's got to be 1,000.
It's got to be 1,000?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to take
All
forever.
right, so we got 895 episodes to go.
Yeah, cool.
Let's get started then with the Roper Report. So here's the whatever. So Bonk's Adventure. You guys might remember this from the TurboGrafx. Is
Who
coming,
doesn't remember it?
coming back in the probably a lot of people.
Oh.
Coming back in the
Young
form
kids.
of Bonk, Brink of Extinction, PSN, Xbox
He has
Live.
hair now, I saw.
Yeah,
I
it looks
don't
stupid.
like that.
His hair?
The game might be fun, but he looks dumb.
Bonk.
There's a Scene It game coming out on the Wii and PS3 now, in addition to 360. So Microsoft lost the Scene It exclusivity.
Whoops.
Where's the press release, Sony?
Awesome. Let's see. Firmware 3.0 is out.
Booyah,
Oh,
dynamic
man.
themes.
Yeah, sure is.
They
Yeah.
better. Everyone knows we record this on Thursday before the store goes live. If there are not new avatars when that store goes live, I will flip and throw and curse and
there
do
will
all
be
sorts of
rage.
stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll find.
You know, it's all I want. I don't want to be the sheep, Ryan. You know this.
I know. I don't know. The Blogneck didn't mention anything about...
Blogneck better get his act together.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back to 3.0 a little bit later in the show. There is a special edition, I guess, or bundle of the PSP coming out on October 20th, I believe. Will run you $199, and it comes with the awesome Gran Turismo.
So clearly it'll be the Go, right?
No.
Oh,
It's going to be the PSP
that's
3000.
weird.
Comes with a 2
Stupid
gigabyte memory
Sony.
stick and a movie to be named later. I hope it's Fight Club.
Is it a voucher, right? Yeah, I thought you can download it. Or is it?
it's
I don't know. Yeah.
I love Fight Club. What's wrong with that?
Don't you own that in like 3 other formats already?
No, I only own it on DVD because it's not out on Blu-ray yet. But I will
Wait,
easily
really?
buy it.
It's not?
No.
Oh, that would have been a movie I would have pegged as being out on Blu-ray a long time ago.
So what I have, and I'm very sad about it. I love that movie. And then the last piece of news, which is awesome, is that the God of War collection is coming sometime before the end of the year.
Yay.
Sony's just saying holiday, but in the interview, the Q&A we have up on the site, they're saying they want people to be playing it
It's
by
very
Christmas.
good, by the way. Helped
Yeah.
clear up a lot of the questions that people were asking like crazy, and then it was like, oh, hey, look, they all got answered.
Yeah.
So, good work.
Yeah, thank you. I know Sony was pretty happy with how we handled that one, so that's good. I'm very excited for that one. God of
Me
War
too.
1 and 2 running 720p, 60 frames a second.
Trophies.
Trophies are in there, and there are 2 sets of trophies, not just one, so you basically get a full set for each of the games.
2 platinums.
Which is pretty rad.
Greg, are you going
Platinums
to...
are to be
Hopefully
determined later,
okay.
but it seems like it's probably fine.
Are you going to attempt to get to both platinum trophies?
Yeah, sure,
Greg?
why not?
If there are
Yeah.
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's all the news. Ryan, are your headphones better now?
Yes, they are. Thank
Great.
you.
You can just say it. I don't care.
Well, you know.
Whatever.
He likes, he likes to keep the illusion of the show.
Otherwise, it was seamless, man. I like asked Greg a question
But I changed it,
intentionally.
and I kept talking, and you made no reaction, so I didn't know if it went down or not. Whatever.
Oh, no,
Let's
no,
move on
all
with the show. Greg, why don't you tell us what games are coming out this week in the stores?
All right, good, because I have the official IGN list of upcoming PlayStation software on all 3 platforms by the IGN editors.
Fart.
PSP
Well, that's not a song at all.
gets Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. PS2 gets Guitar Hero 5 and Cabela Outdoor Adventures. PS3 gets Guitar Hero 5 and Cabela Outdoor Adventures and Ill 2 Strong Enough Birds of Prey. I can see planes.
By the way, I'm rewatching.
thank
My
you
wife
so much
had
for
not
reminding me.
watched more than like the first 2 episodes of Arrested Development, so we're working through it now. We're about 2/3 of the way through season 2.
Yeah.
Still,
That's actually
Such a
where I left
great
off.
absolutely amazing show.
I need to pick up where I left off.
It is, in my opinion, like that and Seinfeld are the best 2 shows of all time.
I
cannot-
just started watching that show.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they wrote it. Because
Yeah.
there's so many callbacks to earlier episodes
Oh, yeah.
and stuff,
And
and,
the
they
more-
go all the way back like seasons.
The more it goes on, the better it goes back.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's an amazing show. If you have not watched Arrested Development,
I think it's probably
Go
the
watch that
best
show.
TV show I've ever seen that you can just marathon. Because
It's-
the more
Oh,
you
yeah,
watch
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
back to back, the more you actually catch all the jokes that they
Yep.
have.
Yeah.
Man, that show is good.
yep, fantastic.
God damn it!
Oh yeah,
Good times.
there you go. So anyone wants to make the podcast beyond app and then put Job on there, please do it.
That was one of my favorite gags. That whole family, nobody could
So
do
good.
a chicken. Nobody could do a good impression of a chicken.
Lindsay has the whole thing
Yeah.
up top. We're just gonna talk about Arrested Development for the rest of the show.
That's there you go.
Yeah, David Tell making a cameo appearance, playing as. Oh God, I can't remember. I'm tired. Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever. What's next on the show?
Pick of the week.
Pick of the week.
Wait, don't we need to do zombie blog deck moans?
Yeah, do we
first?
have anything from Zombie?
Yeah, we do. We do.
You said he hadn't told you anything.
He didn't tell me
About-
anything about
about
Avatar.
Avatar.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So
But then
that's
again,
why I was worried.
You
about.
often go through there and skip the big news items.
He didn't. We had an AIM conversation. He didn't actually send the rough draft of the store
Well, there you
update
go.
to
That's
me.
why it's not on there.
So,
He couldn't
unfortunately.
list everything.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe there will be some more
whatever.
avatars. But
there
what we
better
do
be.
have that I know for sure is Battle Tanks is coming out. That's
Alright.
exciting. The Capcom Combo and Capcom Super Packs. Let me explain these suckers because I didn't actually know
Please do
anything about these. The
explain.
Combo pack is $29.99 and it includes 1942, Wolf of the Battlefield, Super Puzzle Fighter, and Rocket Man plus the Rocket Man expansion.
Okay, so one good game.
For $29.99. Yeah, exactly. For the Super Pack, you're paying a whopping $49.99 just for downloadable content. But for that whopping amount of money, you are receiving Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix,
Okay.
Flock, Age of Booty, 1942, Wolf of the Battlefield, Super Puzzle Fighter, and Rocket Man's expansion. So again, only a couple good games there, so I don't really know why you would get these packs.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to get the packs, you can also download the Fear 2 Reborn map pack. There is a new dynamic theme coming. Don't know if you've heard about these dynamic themes,
who is
but
it?
it is for Pixel Junk Monsters, which is
Ooh,
actually
does
pretty
it
cool.
cost $3
Have you seen that
as
one?
well?
Probably.
Man.
I could
It's
only
kinda-
imagine that it costs
Does
money.
he go over top the icons and like sit there and recharge and then free games show up?
It's like a very, very zoomed in view of like one of the maps. So you just see grass kind of waving and the guy's kind of.
That's awesome.
That's
That's
cool.
cute.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that.
using it.
I'm assuming it does like time of day changes or something too.
Yeah,
That's right.
Like,
Yeah, it
Little
should.
Big Planet.
Okay.
That actually was one of the reasons why I liked the Little Big Planet one is because those stars come out and they
Yeah.
start waving around.
And the sun kind of follows like a little like hash mark arc, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think it
I still have not updated 3.0. I'm using my test system right now these days. So,
Oh wait,
You can play
not
Uncharted.
done yet.
all right.
Also, we have Fate Unlimited Codes, the PSP fighting game based on the anime, based on the hentai, based on the manga,
nice. Nice.
and then also the original Patapon.
Ooh.
For download.
Jones
There you
is
go.
download.
That's
It's
cool.
long.
It's good.
So
for,
that's a nice little list there for this week.
That is good.
Yeah.
Pick of the week then. What do we got? Pick of the week.
I guess Guitar Hero 5.
Yeah, Ryan.
Right.
What'd you think of Soul Calibur?
For Broken Destiny is good. It's very good.
Yeah,
I
so-
gave it an 8 because it is impressive.
Guitar Hero 5 got more than that, didn't it?
Yeah,
You got an
8.9.
8.9.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was supposed to be the best one in a long time. Says Eric
it
Budvig.
is
And
the-
it's got Johnny Cash in it.
I think it's the first game. It does. Exactly. And Kurt Cobain.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need some punk.
It's the. I think it's the first Guitar Hero
smell like
game
Teen
that
Spirit, man.
Neversoft kind of feels like they made their own one.
Yeah.
So I am.
You're done.
Yeah.
Checked out.
I am so
with
apathetic
the
about those
music?
games. I've been
They
so
made-
burned out.
Are you excited for Beatles at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not
Like Metallica got me back into it because I had double bass and that was like a new way of playing stuff.
And it's Metallica.
Exactly. And it's Metallica. And like almost every single song on that thing was just awesome to play.
Yeah.
All the stuff that I've done in GH5 so far, And I had to do smash hits before that, and I just
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yep. Way too many music games. Activision, please stop making them.
Yes, please.
Except DJ Hero, sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
still
make
want
that
Oh,
game.
yeah. That's different.
That's right.
See, that I'm interested in.
Rip.
All right.
You're right.
Trophy tips. Just the tip. We got any tips?
No.
You got nothing for Batman?
We did Batman last week.
Oh yeah, because I wasn't here.
Yeah,
I was on vacation.
and I haven't had a time to play any games since then.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Pretty rough.
My tip is to not work in the video game industry and not have time to play games.
Just the tip. All right. Topic of the week. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, man, scared me.
Greg, why don't you intro this? I don't even know what we're doing. Why don't you say what it is?
Gosh, Roper, what's wrong?
see what
What's
it is.
wrong, Roper? That's the topic of the week.
That is the topic
What's
of the week.
wrong, Roper?
The dark pit of despair. I joined Jeff.
No, Roper, this is your chance.
Here,
Fallen
by the way,
into Jeff's pit.
Jeff did not explain the pit very well. I'll tell you what it is. It's very hard to see, but there are there's lots of things down there, but you can't see them, but you can feel them. They're warm and soft, so there is hope. And you can move around a lot, but you don't know where you're going yet.
You gotta
Well,
get
that
your
doesn't
emotions out of
actually-
there. I don't like you storing your emotions.
That
in the
doesn't
pit of
actually
despair.
seem so despairful, considering you. I mean, it's warm and fluffy. You just actually can't see.
Oh, not
It's
fluffy.
your-
It's just dark.
It's your opinion of where you are. See, you can be optimistic about where the pit will take you, or like Jeff, you can sit down and just be in a dark area. So there you go.
Place.
So you're down, but you're optimistic that you'll get out of it.
There you go.
Okay.
Alright.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm sorry, Roper.
There you go.
Topic of the week. Well, now I'm thinking we should talk about firmware because we haven't talked about firmware
That's probably
3.0.
gonna-
Let's do it.
That's a better
Whatever.
one than
And
what we're
it
going to
bored
do.
a whole lot
All right,
of
sure.
stuff.
All right, we're talking about firmware 3.0.
I'm not going to talk very much because I haven't used it. But go
It's
ahead.
okay. No,
That's
you're,
fine.
you can sit in the pit. Feel your way around. We'll be all right on this one.
Feel your way around. I think this is a teddy bear.
Yeah, so firmware 3.0 came out. It has all sorts of stuff in there, and I don't
does.
like it that much.
It has a lot of stuff that they didn't really talk about for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Like what, Sam? What did they talk
Like
about?
they didn't talk about the new awesome redesigned friends list.
Yeah.
They did. He said there.
I'd seen
that
it.
It's been It was mentioned that there was a redesigned friends list. They didn't say that they were going to be covering every one of your
Uglying it
friends
up.
in hideous
Man.
silver blocks.
It's
Yeah.
gonna ugly everything up.
I do
Like,
not
it's not
understand
even,
that.
It's like so stupid. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't downloaded it yet or you don't own a PS3, when you scroll over there, you used to have
We're
your
doing a
friends
really good
list.
job to sell it right
you
now.
just have your icon for them that, of course, you can't change ever because there's only like 24 and they all suck. And then their name, and
Whatever.
now you have the icon and their name in a giant white gray box. That's
Yeah.
ugly
And
as hell.
the problem is that these boxes aren't divided by space, like your ability to see through to your
Are they
background.
divided by time?
They're divided by time. Yes, there is time, but. So all you see is every one of your friends, including the ones that are offline, are all just a giant column of silver.
yeah.
That's how I like it.
Really?
I like it to be terrible.
The problem is, like,
Goes well when you're-
my issue with it is that they didn't add anything. There's
All-
no,
all it-
there's
all
no
it-
like if it had the blocks, so then it would have like the trophies below them or something or icons.
And maybe
that would,
maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe it's
better
like a
get their
step right
crap
there.
together.
It does tell you now though what your friends are playing without having to highlight them. So as you scroll down the list, you can see stuff before you get to them to see what they're doing.
Big
That's-
revolution.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that was worth the
They
giant
did add
ugly block.
that little like kind of. I mean, it's a slick interface. I don't know if it's kind of pointless, but that when you go to the what's hot or coming soon
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
that
yeah.
tab,
What's
and it
new, I
shows
think.
you those like
I like
panes
that.
of
Yeah.
pictures.
I like that
sort
the
of flow
icons are
up.
bigger. Like they made them. The
Yeah,
across
yeah.
medium
Yeah,
are
they
bigger.
zoomed in the whole.
That's
across
I'm
media.
fine with that. I mean, I don't like the dynamic sparkles behind it or whatever.
Dude,
Yes.
you know what? I actually, I really dig that. I think,
So-
they're doing- and it's all you can.
I just don't like the
waggle
friend
and it
list. I
changes
just
Oh wait,
stuff.
wait, what?
Yeah,
You
they're
can what?
interactive.
Dynamic.
The sparkles.
Duh.
Dynamic themes are interactive.
Yes.
Are all the themes interactive?
It's a part of the SDK as far as I know.
Is Little Big Planet.
I think if you move the thing, he jumps.
Oh, this just got better.
Cute,
Yeah.
but it's still not
Alright.
worth $3.
No, see, I would because that's
I
the
don't know.
kind of person I am.
I haven't bought it yet, so
I would-
clearly
I might
you
buy
already
the
bought it
theme.
right
not
away.
$3.
I bought the theme because I wanted to see. That was the only dynamic theme that they
Yeah,
had.
well, they
So I
better put
wanted
out
to
some
buy it.
dynamic freaking avatars already. Because I'm ready to
Dynamic avatars.
Roper, you know I don't want
That'd
to
be
spend
cool.
money, but I'll buy. I want to be something different.
Yeah.
They have two Uncharted icons, and they both suck. Your biggest game. They have more Haze icons than they have Uncharted.
Oh, wait, do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Wow, I can't
It's
believe
terrible.
Haze is still there.
I don't know. We got to figure out a way to sell them. I will go home tonight and Photoshop a bunch and then make $1 million.
I wonder, is
Send
there
them a
any
blog
way?
back.
Is there any way for you to make a user-created icon and then put it in there?
No.
If you hacked the system, could you?
You
Hacksaws.
cannot hacksaw.
Can't
It is-
Hacksaw?
No
I'm not
Hacksaw.
saying that I'm
Hacksaw-
endorsing
unhacksaw-able.
Hacksaws. I'm just wondering if you can, if it's possible to Hacksaw. So we can put Linux on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Not anymore.
I know we bitch about avatars all the time.
Whatever.
We don't have to go
It's
down
still
that road
fun.
again.
Still fun to
I
talk
mean,
about.
Why not let me take a photo? If Xbox can let me take a photo, you have this PlayStation Eye that nobody supports, so let me do something with it.
Yep.
It's about to be supported by a little program called iPet.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, well.
SingStar interactivity. Okay, check.
Okay, well, we all know that SingStar was a giant, colossal failure of support, of
LOL.
long-term support. I
think
mean,
it was a colossal failure?
I don't know. I mean, you always complain about, like, God, they never update the SingStar. When they do, it's all these crazy European tracks
it's
about
wasted
bumping and
potential.
grinding in
Yeah.
France.
The wasted potential.
All right.
You know? Yeah.
Now, just keep in mind, I'm totally fine with bumping and grinding in France, but if that's all the songs that you have are, that's not.
I got the heartbeat.
it's not the- oh my God, I love that song. I sing that song every time I go over to Greg's apartment.
That's true.
Oh,
and
man.
I
it
beat him
still
at it
hasn't-
once, and he got
yeah,
so
that's-
mad because that's how I sang.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't mad.
I beat him somehow.
I was fake mad. I didn't get actual mad.
I know, but I know it hurt you inside.
Yeah, it hurt me.
That
a little
I-
bit
Brian, is it
inside.
possible for you to actually get mad?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. When
I've seen it, man.
Comcast completely screws me over, that's
Oh.
what gets me actually mad.
You want to talk about that?
I mean, it's sort of funny, but it's
topic
not
of the week.
really.
It's topic of the week.
Do you guys want to? I don't.
Yeah,
I
everything
don't
is
really want to
topic of
bore
the
you. I already ranted to you about it.
No,
and
you wouldn't.
probably,
You wouldn't rant to
Roper
me about
probably
it,
overheard
and then I
me
overheard
ranting.
you ranting to Mike about it, which
Oh,
hurt my
that's
feelings.
right.
You're like, "Oh, it's a
Yeah,
long story. I
did
don't want
it-
to tell you, Greg."
Did it
And
hurt
then
your feelings?
Mike came
Oh, hey,
over.
Mike. What's the story I got for
Great
you?
story for you.
Basically, I'm going to summarize because it took over like 48 hours and 7 phone calls or whatever.
To tell
but,
the story?
No.
Okay.
That was real time Comcast interaction. The story I'll make very quick. All I wanted to do is very simple, was transfer my service from one apartment to my new apartment. Mm-hmm. It should be a single call
And a
that they
button press.
set up. Yes, that they set up. They type their little typies. They set up their little setty-uppies, and then it goes through. However, after that one first call that I made that should have been very easy, my mistake, I should have called during the day when their actual sales department was in instead of talking to the repair people who are there 24/7, who are technically allowed to set those things up for you, but it's not their forte. Anyway, after this call, I miraculously somehow had my account deactivated. Like, as in, I lost my internet service in my current place, even though I'm still living there. Then the entire account was just canceled. Like, my master account with Comcast was canceled. A new account was opened up for me under the name Tori Clements for some reason. I have no idea why, because I don't even know anyone named Tori, let alone that's not me.
Tori
My name's
Spelling.
Ryan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know her personally.
Well, still.
She knows you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Big fan.
And I was sent to 4 different websites, 2 of which all seem to do the same thing as the other 2 because they're trying to redesign their websites because they have
Oh, that's right.
Comcast.com and
And .net.
Comcast.net, where they redesigned both at the same time. So now there's 4 websites that are all still active for some reason. I don't know who the...
You know what's
I wanna
awesome about the
swear
Comcast
so
site?
bad.
You know what the awesome is, because I pay my bills via the Comcast site.
Yeah.
When you go on there, it says put in your username, and then when you get it wrong, it says your username is your email. Why the hell doesn't it say email instead of username?
Yeah.
God damn it! That's so stupid.
They're trying to merge the accounts, right?
Yes.
So, and I had the exact same problem.
Yeah.
I logged in with my old one. It says, hey, you need to update your password, and we'll just link the accounts for you. So I type in the password, and it's like, no, that's the wrong password. I'm like, I just logged in with it.
Yeah.
That's not
No,
the end
okay,
of
so-
that's
yeah.
not the end
Oh,
of my
sorry,
my
continue.
lamenting though. So I finally called
I'm with you,
yesterday
though.
during my lunch hour, and I sit on the phone and
You sat on it. That's not going to help you.
No, no.
That's
I
how he
sat
talks.
on hold, I guess you could
Okay.
say. That makes sense,
Just
right?
go.
All right, fine. Jeez, don't pressure me. I don't like being
want Roper to
pressured.
take his wrath out on us.
I'm trying to help him, get out of the pit
Okay.
by telling my despair stories. So then I end up talking to this nice lady who apparently put me on hold for 15 minutes, had to talk to 5 different people in 3 different departments just to fix my account because everything was totally screwed over. There had been 3 incomplete transfer service requests, one that
man.
didn't even have a date attached to it. Everything was screwed over, and she was finally like, sir, she comes back online, she's like, thank you for waiting. We fixed everything. You're good to go. And I was like, okay, thank you. Later on in the day, I found out a 3rd master account for Comcast had been created for me for some reason. So now I have 3 Comcast accounts.
Under the name
I'm not
Juju
just talking about like a username or a bill payment thing. I'm talking about actually 3 accounts with this company under my name and social security number for whatever reason. I have no
Interesting.
idea. And now it's, oh my God.
You're going to get triple billed. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks Comcast.
So
There was
that
one super.
affects you with firmware 3.0 because you can't update it at home.
Correct.
Exactly.
Right.
There you go. I tied
Although-
Tied it all together.
Since you can't get back online, you don't have to worry about the ticker that shows up underneath the new date information bar thing.
Do you not like the ticker?
No.
could care less. It's just
It's the same thing as the information board.
Does
which
it tell
guys-
you your stocks?
It does not. It tells you all the stuff from the
That would
information
actually
board
be
used
great.
to.
Useless.
And yeah, I just never cared about that stuff. I turned
Yeah,
that off
I-
right away. I know you guys have yours, I think, up and running. Like, you had the information board.
I never
going,
turned it
right?
off.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
just didn't care.
Yeah, it's the same stuff from what I can tell. It's just like visit PlayStation Store.
Yeah, I
it's
know,
just
right?
stupid, but because it's scrolling the entire time, I keep looking up there and is it something new? No, it's the same stupid BS.
Is it new?
So
I do like how they give you a little icon if you have a message.
yes.
So
Although
if you're-
there seems to be some sort of weirdness with it doesn't update the text chat thing, which is that's the only way you can do cross game talk right with people right now. So it says it's like a little IRC room or whatever, and at first it would show me that I had something going on. There was a new part of the conversation. Now nothing. So I don't know, and it doesn't tell you how many messages you have.
Yep.
There's a lot of space there. They could have just stuck a number next to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really I wonder.
And the PlayStation Store's on like 8 different places. And
I like the PlayStation Store actually. I find
do
it
too.
I find it easy to navigate.
all the more reason
aesthetically
why I
pleasing.
don't need one on the video section.
No, I'm just saying that I just don't like Xbox Live's store. I like Xbox Live service in general, and I think it's great. And it's
But the
great
store
that you
there
can,
is terrible. I agree
Yeah.
with that. It's impossible
Yeah.
to.
I know we've said
find
this
anything.
before. I'm just reiterating.
Yeah, I went to try to find a movie on there about a week ago, and it took me forever to find the all-title release thing instead of just the new ones.
Yeah.
Terrible. Anyway, let's move on to some reader mail.
Woo!
First piece of mail comes from Tiva or Tava Dash.
Wait, does it end with a dash?
Yeah, TEVA dash, and then a bunch of stars because he posts a lot. Or she does. The email or board post says, "How many NDAs are you guys currently under?" NDAs, for those not to know, stands for non-disclosure agreement, which means we can't
tell you how many we're under.
Exactly.
Oh, we can tell them. We just can't tell them.
Oh, yeah.
What it entails.
From what I'm understanding, we're not under very many right now. I mean, there's the review embargoes. You know.
You don't count that?
No, I mean I am, but
Okay.
I mean, we got review builds. We can't post those till later. But I don't know. I personally don't know any crazy news that I can't talk about right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm under 4.
Okay.
I'm actually under none right now, so I'm
All right, talk
free to
about something.
speak.
Yeah, tell them. Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
me you think.
working on Warriors Orochi.
Oh.
Sam has the Metal Gear Solid Kart Racer
There is
exclusive
that. Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not true. Don't freak out.
No, it is. It's part of the
Some
triology.
blog site's gonna go post that now. This just in, IGN reported. And I'm also, I'm not doing anything interesting right now.
There you go. So
Yeah.
not many. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I am actually. Never mind.
Oh, God.
There you go.
There, I remembered one.
All right. Varishna says, "What do you guys think of the odds of Mass Effect series landing on PS3 eventually are?"
Game sucks. Don't worry about it.
I think very low.
I love that game.
Extremely low.
I love
Yeah.
that series.
Even despite all of its problems, you still like
I
it.
played it on PC, so there aren't that many problems.
There you go.
Really? Item management is good on the PC?
LOL.
Yeah.
Vader76 says, "What are your favorite PSN/XBLA games to play Beyond?"
Beyond.
Fat
Yeah.
Princess, Calling All Cars,
Pixel Junk
Last
Monsters.
Guy, Pixel Junk Monsters. Soon Pixel Junk Shooter.
There you go.
I really need to get into
excited about
Shatter, too.
Shatter
I
Shatter
have,
is
I have
awesome.
yet to
Yes,
play
you do.
Shatter. I have it
That's
downloaded,
awesome,
but I
man.
haven't played it yet.
You know what
crazy that
game I
is
think
good.
I'm actually going to go crazy over is Gravity Crash. That's
Oh, yeah.
also a PSN game that's coming
That
up.
game seems kind of fun from what I played at E3. If the levels can stay kind of unique enough, it could be pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I love stuff like that. So yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, 4444 says, after having his PSP stolen last year, he picked up a PS3 3000. He got the Dissidia bundle to replace it.
Yes.
And he's ready to pick up what he's missed, but he doesn't know. So I suppose he's keeping the 3000. But he's waiting. He's saying, should he go out and buy a bunch of UMDs for stuff that he had lost? I guess he lost all his UMDs with the system. So should he go replace them all, or should he wait until the Go comes out and find out what's downloadable so that he doesn't have to carry around UMDs?
I'd wait for the Go.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't know. There's no guarantee that Sony will support it that well. With
Yeah.
they say they will, of course.
It's-
But
it's-
they say a lot of crap.
Well, the thing also is today is September 8th, right? Or no, September 3rd, whatever day it is. Anyway, beginning of September. The
Yeah.
PSP Go comes out October 1st.
We're less than a month away.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have very long to wait. So
Oh.
And it's
Yeah.
not like the PSP 3000 can't
damn it.
download stuff.
what is today?
So if you
Today's the 3rd.
buy stuff
Yeah.
and then you get to go later on down the road, you can still re-download all that crap to your Go.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you can still start making digital purchases now and just download them onto your
Right. I mean, you got to figure that, the Go shows you where Sony's going, where I doubt any future PSP, the chance of any of them having UMD is basically zero.
Oh, yeah. No,
So,
it's over.
The more games that you have downloadable versus UMD, the better for you.
Like how
there you
Sam,
go.
you're just like, it's over. Oh, God,
No.
it's over.
UMD is a format. I mean,
Now,
yeah.
the one bonus that may happen with this, though, is once everything becomes downloadable, and that's how people are buying games, is you may see UMDs become very, very cheap. So,
True.
yeah, so that could be nice for you. Romo to Witten writes in, he says, something about cute kittens, and he says, what games do you think should get the God of War treatment in the future, a.k.a. the collection remade 1 and 2?
Oh, interesting.
Obvious answer,
Team
first
Eco
of all,
stuff?
yeah, the Team Eco stuff, like Shadow of the Colossus and Eco.
Yep.
I'd like to see Metal Gear.
They're going to do that.
Yeah, Metal Gear would be nice.
They have to do the
He
Eco stuff.
suggests Beautiful Joe 1 and 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Ooh, I'd like to. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts would be
Those are
good.
good picks.
Interesting. You say they have to do that for Team Eco.
Absolutely.
You think they will?
They absolutely. Well, I mean, if they don't, they're stupid, right?
I'm willing to bet they will not do it.
Because right before
It's the Greg Miller
Last Guardian, like a couple months before Last Guardian comes out, they released that to build up the anticipation for Last Guardian, and it's only reasonable.
So here's the thing, though, and I think it's a half and half whether this will happen or not, is that Ueda, who runs the studio and calls the shots over there, is a very particular person, all right? very very controlling over his content, and the results obviously show for that it's good. I seriously doubt he would let anybody else handle this.
Yeah.
Which means his team would have to do it, and they have a very small team over there.
Yeah.
I know for Shadow of the Colossus they had a team of like 30. Meanwhile, the building up to that, they had something like after Eco, they had like 800 applicants for their jobs. But he will only hire people that are good. If there's an open job and a bunch of people apply and none of them are amazing, he just won't fill it, and he'll just do it himself.
Yeah.
Like, he seriously leads all of the departments. He's lead programmer, lead artist, lead everything. So he will just do it all himself. His team is small enough that I don't think that he would have enough people to do that port, which is why I kind of agree with Greg that I think that it's unlikely. I really, really, really hope that it happens. But I don't think that everybody should be banking on it and waiting for it to happen.
I just don't think it would, just because I think they were. I mean, they were popular games by far. And don't get me wrong, but I mean, they didn't blow the doors off, retail units selling it or whatever, right? I mean,
I think that they would now, though.
You think so?
They've been a really slow burn kind of thing where people just have sort of picked them up over the years, and everybody who plays them is like, wow.
I think this is one of those things like I don't like Family Guy, but remember that show was on the air, and the same thing with Futurama, I guess, and then it got canceled, and then they released the DVDs, and everybody bought them, and they said, hey, there actually are a lot of fans who kind of learned about it after it was over and all that kind of stuff, and I think the same thing would happen. A lot of people know about them, and if they released it again, all of those sales that went over years and people that were interested in it, they can't find it, especially in the case of Eco, would immediately buy it, and they would sell 500,000+ copies of each one.
Especially if they're giving it the treatment where it's got if it runs 60 frames per second or something like that. Something you could not have gotten on the PS2.
If the port would be fairly straightforward, which it sounds like the God of War stuff isn't that bad for them. If it was on that level, it would definitely be something worth to do money-wise. Time-wise, that's the question.
And bear in mind too that port is being done by Blue Point.
Yeah.
It's not being done technically by Santa Monica. I mean, they're overseeing the whole project, but the actual conversion project.
Well, some of the guys that worked on the games at Santa Monica are also contributing and doing some of the porting. So they do have a hand in it. So, but yeah,
it's not a full staff.
In Ueda's case, it's he will say, I'm not going to do this because I don't have enough people.
We'll put it on the board. I'm betting Ryan one ham sandwich that it does not happen.
A ham sammy?
There you go.
But the Roper's logic makes a lot of sense, though. I was approaching it more
it's too late. It's too late. The bet was been made.
There it is.
I haven't agreed to
The
it,
gauntlet
though.
has been thrown down.
Yeah, you are not allowed to
thinks
ever
so?
change your opinion.
Oh.
EB, yeah, you still think Transformers and He-Man are awesome. Or are you too young for that? What did you play with? What toys were out when you were a kid? How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Okay.
So
God.
what did I play? I actually did play with Transformers. I just don't think they were the original line of toys.
Yeah,
I think
that's a shame.
I came in a little bit more around the Beast Wars series, actually.
That's a shame.
Like when
Beast
I was
Wars is
actually
fine, but
buying
it's not-
toys. I mean,
Yeah.
no, Beast Wars is awesome. Are you kidding?
Nothing beat the Christmas I had where, of course, like all kids, I knew that there was something in the house. I knew there was a present somewhere. And so I went searching around in my mom's closet, found that she had gotten me the Hardcore Ultra Prime.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
had like the detachable trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, so awesome. And so, of course, I saw that and I'm like, ah.
I don't think
And
that
then
I
I
ever
had to
got
wait.
Optimus Prime.
Really?
I don't think that did.
It was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he was huge.
Do you still have them?
I don't know. I don't think so. We ended up moving an awful lot when I was a kid, so I think it might have gotten lost in the shuffle.
Sam kept killing people. Not
again, Sam.
We'd bury a body in the backyard and then move on.
Do you think your mother can handle this?
EB Poll writes in, he says, what's one word you would use to describe the PS3 redesign?
Interesting.
I think good, but not for the. It's hard to say in one word. Good for consumers, but not good for.
One word.
But I'm trying to say the design itself. I don't think is all that great.
Yeah, I know.
But the move to make it cheaper and all that is good.
My word's cheaper.
There, well, yeah, that fits my thing too.
There you go.
Cheaper in a lot of different
Sam,
ways.
what's your word?
I don't know, because I didn't get one yet.
Oh,
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have one either.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
I have one.
That's all
I turned
rage.
it around.
I just didn't do that at my desk. I think
Yeah, I'll help you find it. I think if you get one, they can find the other ones.
Well,
So I'll use the
feel
beacon
around
on
in the
it.
pit and try to see if there's any down
All
there.
right. I don't think, it's all soft and fluffy. It's not nothing's hard and very flat like the Slim. Last question of the day that I have here is Rolls Royce 5 writes in. He says,
Hey.
with both the superior value of the PS3 and the overpriced fragile Xbox 360 now $299. His words, although I agree. Do you think either has a chance to catch up to the last gen Wii? Again, his words, but I agree.
Yeah.
If so, which one and why?
Nope, nobody has a shot at that.
I agree with that.
God,
Too many moms and grandmas bought it.
God,
And
man.
there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying they're not going to start buying 360s and PS2.
Yeah.
I think there is something wrong with that. But anyway,
Yeah.
but
It just ticks me off that Nintendo tried so little with like the power of the hardware, and yet they reaped the most.
well, and the
rewards.
system is still $250.
Yeah.
and it's like, I don't know, it's whatever. So my feeling on the Wii is I'm glad that Nintendo has made a console that a lot of people can play, and that's all great.
Yeah, that's fine.
My problem is that it's kind of dictating where the industry is going, and that's not good.
Yeah.
That's like saying, and this has obviously happened, that since Transformers 1 makes $1 billion at the box office, now instead of somebody making something along the lines of Shawshank Redemption, they're going to make Transformers 2.
Yeah.
That's the same stupid problem. So
Yeah, we're definitely a sequel-driven industry. If something
Yeah.
does well, then make sure you copy it and try and do as much as you possibly can
Yep.
to milk it until it's dead.
yep, make cheap games and
Yeah.
make the box cool, and people will buy it even though the game sucks.
Do you think stuff like the Sony Motion Tech and Natal will fix that?
I don't think so.
I think it's going to be
I don't think
a
anybody
step in
cares.
the wrong direction.
It's another feeble attempt by them to try to grab the casual market.
yeah,
And
do
they
you,
just don't accept
Well,
that their system
yeah.
isn't a casual system.
There was
Yeah,
that-
I think the problem with that is, and this
It's
is a
just
good
not a casually
conversation,
priced system.
but I think
I mean,
the
the
problem
games
is
are
that
very
I'm going to get casual on your face if you don't shut up.
the
Wow.
Wii, the entire experience is pitched as the casual thing.
Yeah.
With the PS3, the add-on, and in the Xbox
Exactly.
360, the add-on is the casual thing. So
I mean,
you
you
have
still
to,
have to explain to them how to get through the blades on the 360, how to use a cross-media bar. I mean, like,
yeah,
it just boggles the mind for someone to sit down and try to use that. Whereas the Wii's, I'm pointing at things on my screen.
yeah, and everything is big and bright and
Yeah,
yeah.
super simple.
Wii's look like little people.
So, do you guys know she's a writer? I don't know if we've ever worked with her before. With Lee Alexander, she writes for I think Kotaku sometimes and stuff. Yeah,
Whatever.
No.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
she wrote an article that I read a little while ago about the controller and how everybody now thinks that the best idea is to remove the controller. And during Microsoft's press conference at E3, I think I think Spielberg was the one that was like, the controller is the last barrier separating us from true entertainment and stuff. Do you guys remember this at all?
Yep.
She made a really good point about how the controller is awesome, and there's that sort of there's this new mentality that we need to remove that, rip it out, make the person totally immersed. But in actuality, a lot of people, including Lee, including myself, I think that the controller sort of, it creates a slight barrier in that you're not, interacting with your body with the game. But I like that sort of, that challenge, that ability where you have to learn the system, learn the controller, learn the controls, and you're actually rewarded with a sense of accomplishment when you do
Not
that.
to mention that
And-
motion control or doing pantomiming in front of your TV is stupid.
That's- well,
that is
that's
dumb. I
Sony's-
don't want to play Burnout with an
Yes.
invisible wheel.
Yeah.
I want
Here's-
tactile feedback.
That's been Sony's hard line with this whole thing, though, is that they're like, we know that you still need buttons, you still need a controller to do this stuff. So, I mean, I agree with that. Trying to replicate something you can do in a single action, a single press, with
Yeah.
a bunch of gestures and stuff is really,
That's
really
the thing.
counterintuitive.
It's
not
a camera
immersive.
or whatever the hell it is, looking at an analog motion in the air and trying to figure out where it is, will never, ever be as accurate and as fast and as precise as you pressing a button. You cannot play Ninja Gaiden by waving your arms in the air. And if you can, that game would suck.
Yeah.
That will never happen. I do not want to be playing Gran Turismo with my hands in the air and not have a wheel that's vibrating in my hands. I don't want to be playing God of War and I'm swinging my hand over my head and knocking over a lamp. That would be awesome.
Swing
But
around.
until Sony ships giant flaming blades that can cut everyone around me in half, I'm not going to want to play God of War that way either.
Yeah.
The day the controller goes away, I'm going back to PC gaming.
There you go.
So
It's true.
It's fun over here. You should play more.
And I like
PC.
as weird as it sounds, I like geek culture. I like game culture and how there's that,
Nerd.
when you know how when I know Ghostbusters. When I know how to use a controller, that makes me feel like I'm connected to everyone else who has that passion for using that controller and learning games, knowing games. It's fun. And when, you're inviting all these crazy people into our nice little exclusive club.
Now you sound like
Sucks.
an old man.
I'm just saying,
these
it's
dang
true.
kids.
It's true.
Except they're the old people. Wow, that's kind of...
I'm glad. Again, I agree with Roper. I'm glad other people are being exposed to games. That's great.
Yeah.
But to take away that sort of hardcore culture from everyone else just because that's the way it's going, that's what upsets me.
For me, I am much happier with people being introduced to gaming through casual gaming on the PC, through PopCap stuff, all of that. Because you look at PopCap games, all of those games are, not all of them, but all of their big titles are amazing. Peggle, Plants for... PopCap makes some innovative games. They're easy to get into. Those things are great. Like the word games that are online, those are fantastic for people to get into. And then, they can be monetized well. They're designed well. They're easy for people. It's an easy entry barrier for people to get into for development. That's great for everybody. Taking away the controller is a stupid thing.
Yep.
I basically said all I hate. Basically said all I hate on that. But there you go.
It's true.
All right, let's move on with the show. PSN hit of the week. I'm gonna do a special one, even though it's not technically a PSN hit.
Oops.
My dad started listening to the show. His birthday was on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Happy birthday. Do we have an actual PSN hit of the week?
Yeah, I had a guy write in. This is a special PSN hit. This is me being a very nice person because this dude was the most he was so obnoxious about wanting to be pick of the week.
Why don't you bring back Beyond Annoying then? We haven't done one of those in decades.
He wasn't that bad. He was just like, please, in all caps all the time.
Let's see. Okay.
Greg was reading paper.
So
for the can't see.
So anyway, I am going to make Grayson hit of the week because he was just so insistent that he really, really wanted to be. But I do have a lot of other hits of the week that are still in the works.
In the gums.
Anyway, Grayson's
gums?
in the gums. Is that
That's
a term?
a new one. That's one I have not heard.
Anyway,
before.
Grayson's PSN ID is Omni Shred, which is actually kind of badass. Omni and then dash Shred. Omni, of course, is OMNI. You can go hit Grayson and when you send Beyonds to him, make sure that it's all caps and it's all please beyond, please beyond, please beyond, and send him like 3 different messages, and that will
and use as many exclamation points as you can type.
and then write a bunch of ones and then actually spell out one ONE several times.
That's the best one, and then of course put barbecue at the end.
And then barbecue.
PSN it confirmed.
There we go. Does anybody, Ryan? I think I see a piece of paper there.
Yes, you do. This was a much nicer person that writes to me, Beast786. No, Grayson wasn't that bad. He apologized for being rude, but anyway. Beast has a little update for us. First of all, he thanks me for the coverage in Germany. No problem. It was fun. This week's Community Challenge winner in a game of Fat Princess. They're actually a couple, depending on the mode that they were playing. In a game of Capture the Princess, Priya Puss-X and Il Paizo were the winners. In a soccer match?
Yeah.
Do people actually do that for fun, too?
Dude,
Yeah. I mold Greg 97. Wonder what that means.
He's old Greg or he mold?
No, I mold.
Oh.
It is I mold Greg 97. But also it could
You
be
thought it
I
was-
mold. As in I created
I
Greg
mold
97
Greg.
times.
It's the Mighty Boosh.
And then in a team death match, it's
I'm
Cold
all
Comfort again.
Greg.
Cold Comfort is really good at games, I guess. This person comes
Or
up
he
all
cheats.
the time. Or he's Mad Hacksaw. Anyway,
Or
congratulations.
he's the only person that plays.
Congratulations to all of you guys. If you'd like to partake in the community challenges, make sure to hit up the IGN boards. Look for someone like B786. I think actually there's just a massive thread in the PS3 lobby for the community challenges, so you can play with other IGN readers. Congrats once again, winners.
I didn't listen to last week's show yet when I was on vacation, but did Ryan's advancement in the company get mentioned?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I got to call. I had Colin too. I got to be the first
There
ever
you
to
go.
announce they were promoted.
That's good. I'll do a late applause there.
Yay.
We also
Thanks.
we didn't announce this show. Sam's back.
Yes. Sam's alive.
Yeah, I know.
I am alive.
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't do introductions.
We didn't need the introduction, but it was just I think we made a comment last week that Sam was dead and we'd never see him again.
So
thanks
he's
for
back. He's rise from your grave.
Wise from
Wait,
your
is he
grave.
rise from somebody else's grave?
That's true.
Oh, I guess if you're talking to him, because you said he's rise from your grave.
Oh.
And you're talking about the third person. That
Get
doesn't
out
make
of the
sense.
grave, Sam!
I was about to say he's risen from his grave,
Yeah.
and then I realized
And then you're like, Altered
mid-sentence
Beast.
I could actually do an Altered Beast reference, so I jumped
So
right
what
to
you
that.
should say is Sam, right? And then
Yeah.
you do the thing, yeah.
Do I have to do it
Live
again?
from
I don't
the
care.
grave.
Okay, that's fine.
Welcome to your doom.
Man, I played the game on the Genesis collection. It is
So
not good.
bad.
Nope.
It is not a good game.
I love it though because it is so bad,
vo-
and it's got.
the voice work is still amazing. I love it. I kind of want to make it my ringtone, but man,
When you get a text message, rise from your grave.
grave.
yeah, actually, what I should do is attach it to my emails that never get anything. So when they do come in, it says that. That'd be awesome.
Welcome to your doom.
Yeah. Although I'm still.
No, when you get a text message, it has to do that amazing when the guy transforms.
Yeah. That'll be fun for the people around me or to my text messages. I have 1,500 text messages a month, so I'll just have Greg send it to me constantly when I'm standing next to Ryan. So just keep. Oh, there we go. I think that kind of brings us to the end of the show. Does anybody have anything else to add?
No.
Yeah.
I think we should do our housekeeping notes. That's what I think we should do.
All right, housekeeping notes. If you haven't rated us on iTunes, please go do that. There is now the semi-official Vampire Strike app on the App Store, so go download that thing.
Semi-official.
It seems to be doing pretty well. We got a note. I think you wrote to me on Facebook and said he's gotten over 1,000 downloads.
Nice.
That's pretty
Wow.
good for that. Although he has some competition, somebody else says that it's not amazingly great. So this other person, I think it's a woman, wants to make it herself. So there might be a second one.
Ooh.
He's all up for.
Man.
I like this. He's up for the competitive.
Friendly competition.
Also-
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So they better each other's apps. I like that.
He's up. I think in that note, didn't he say he was up for collaboration too?
Yes.
Because he did the programming, and she said that she doesn't really know programming. She's an artist.
That's
right.
perfect.
So these
Best of
two
both worlds.
people, these two game creators. I thought we swore never to do that again.
Oh, but it's so
I didn't
good.
just stop the recording by hitting the table, did I?
No,
I
Okay,
couldn't
good.
prove that to Damon the other day during GameScoop.
it didn't work.
Yeah, I said, don't, he hit the table like, is it still recording? He's like, yeah, and I explained the whole story, and he says, that doesn't work, and I go, really? And I went, bam, and it didn't stop.
But it definitely does.
Oh,
We've seen
no.
it happen, Like,
Yeah.
It has definitely happened
Yeah,
before.
plenty of times,
Many
plenty of
times.
Yep.
Yeah, and also, folks, if you want to send us questions, comments, reader songs, or anything, send it to beyond
Beyond?
at IGN.com.
At IGN.com.
There you go.
And you can find all of us on Facebook as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Yep.
Now accepting
Yep.
friend requests.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Hey, what should we request people to do for a song in the coming weeks?
I would like to hear death metal.
Some death
Yeah.
You
metal?
have to do it, too.
I would very much like to hear. It has to be so deep that you can't really understand what the
Exactly.
what the lyrics are. It's got to be. I want to hear that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, please send in death metal. One of these days, I may eventually get around to actually recording death metal stuff as a template, and then you add your own lyrics to it, and then we pick the best one. But time has been restrictive.
Time
but anyway,
has been scarce.
yeah, time in the pit is it's endless, but also non-existent at the same time.
If I threw
That
you
is
a rope
deep, my
ladder
friend.
down, like
the
could
pit's
you?
infinite, so the pit has many exits, but it's also infinitely deep.
It's getting more complex as we go.
That's the
my
thing is
God.
Jeff never explained it very well.
Yeah, he really
So-
did.
There's a lot
No,
of layers.
There are many layers.
It's like an onion.
It's kind of like an Escher sketch, but
Okay. Oh, crazy stairs.
yeah. But they all lead back to each other, and it's all very dark, so you can't see which one's the wrong one. And then there's people upside down looking through doors.
It's like Labyrinth.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy with that little stupid Munchkin guy
Yeah.
and Jennifer Connelly and David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Bowie.
And his balls.
Bowie.
Is that really?
Yeah, he's wearing a leotard. There's way
Oh,
too
yeah,
much
yeah.
package going on.
Yeah.
Do you use your nipples as
Well,
telescopic antennae?
it's David Bowie, so you know he can't. Yeah.
He can do what he wants these days.
Exactly. I don't think anybody can really ever say anything bad about David Bowie.
No, it's
you can say
impossible.
you say weird things about him, but he's David Bowie, so
Brett,
yeah. He kind of gets a pass on anything he
David
does.
Bowie.
Yeah.
1970 David Bowie. Yes, I'm here to guide you, Brett.
If there was one person in
Is this
the
a
history
freaking
of mankind, only one person that could time travel,
Yeah.
I think David Bowie would be an awesome person
I
to
would
have that
easily go with
ability.
that.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I represent the
This is a very freaky dream.
I wish
so
that
good.
I wish that at
Sled
some
with
point
the
during its run,
Concords.
or maybe the movie, if somebody listens to this show that has to do with the movie, assuming that's still being made, please get a David Bowie appearance in the Arrested Development movie. That's what I want to
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
David Bowie just comes out of the back wall doing the chicken dance. And then there you go.
I mean,
Alright.
if there's any
Times.
show though that would integrate like a guest, like just a real quick cameo.
Yeah.
They do it in such an awesome way.
Yep.
Man.
There you go.
gonna
There's
be
the end of the
a
show.
Yay.
Anything else? Somebody want to introduce whatever music's going on?
Yeah, that would be me. Today I have a very special little song that I'm going to be recording later in the day from this announcement, so you're going to travel through time as soon as you listen to it. But if you you weren't here, so you didn't hear my. So basically, I was originally told that I should sing the original Kingdom Hearts theme song, but the big debate was, do I sing it in English or do I sing it in Japanese?
You should sing it in French.
That's not going to happen.
Ooh,
But
that'd be awesome.
so
Bonjour.
I received an overwhelming response for both. in terms of so many people wanted English because they wanted to understand what I was saying. So many people wanted Japanese because they thought it would be funny to hear me stumble through a language that I don't
normally,
understand.
I don't say this, but I like the cadence of the Japanese version of that song better.
It's
because
very good.
I heard it first when we were doing like preview builds and stuff. They hadn't put it in the English one yet, and I just like the way that it flows better.
Yes. So
there you go. I
that
have
is-
heard it.
So what I'm going to do is sing a little bit of both to please everyone. See, I'm bringing the world together.
Best of both
Also,
worlds.
I'm throwing it before, just so people aren't confused. I'm also going to throw in a little prologue to this song in Korean.
Gran Turismo?
No, in not. I'm going to do a little Korean prologue
Cast one of
here.
those guys.
For a particular K-pop fan that wanted to do that.
Tie that in. I got that one
was
in
so
it.
good.
I got that in there.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Annyeong.
you did.
Okay. Anyway,
Annyeong.
mine is more important.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not. I want to hear the
Do you
song,
get
but
it?
that was
It's
good.
it's Arrested Development, right?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You said
Anyway.
Korean.
Anyway, so yes, so I have never spoken nor sang in Korean before, so this should be
Annyeong.
interesting. It's just a little bit.
Just
God,
make sure, since you're recording after the show, say Annyeong every once in a while.
no.
It means hello.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not bad. Just
Okay.
say it a couple times.
So in the show, they had a kid come out that they adopted from Korea, and they thought that his name was Annyeong.
Yeah.
But he was just saying hello. So every time they say his name, he pops up and goes Annyeong, because he's responding to hello. Oh, I did a terrible job.
His final appearance in that show was so good.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't think. Wait, have I?
yeah, I understand. You've only had 10 years to catch up on.
I know exactly.
Anyway, this is presenting the first time I will sing in 3 languages in one little burst. Beyond.
Beyond.
Bam.
Now come on, 색깔은 rainbow. 난 눈간 순간 높아져버린 거 알아. You just can't control. No, that's not how we do it. どんな時だってただ一人で運命忘れて生きてきたのに突然の光の中目が覚める真夜中に静かに出口に立って暗闇に光を打てDon't get me wrong, I love you, but does that mean I have to meet your father? When we are older, you'll understand what I meant when I said no. I don't think life is quite that simple. Before you judge my musical ability, remember that I made this in an extremely short amount of time. With that said, Beyond.